Hey guys, looking for new samurai games? So let's go to the video. We already started the list with Where Winds Meet, a new open-world action RPG developed by the Chinese studio Everstone Studio. The game has mechanics similar to Ghost of Tsushima, but with a deeper focus on narrative and Chinese culture. Players will be able to explore a vast open world, engage in martial arts combat, and immerse themselves in a story that promises about 150 hours of content at launch. The next game on the list is Code to Jin Yong, a new action and fantasy game. The game is being developed in Unreal Engine 5, and we can see that the graphics are beautiful and the gameplay is smooth. Players will be able to freely explore a rich and detailed environment that captures the essence of Jin Yong's narratives, known for their intrigues and epic battles. Although Code to Jin Yong is centered on Chinese culture and martial arts, it is interesting to note that many concepts of honor, discipline, and combat that permeate samurai stories can also be found in the narratives of this game. Ghost of Yōtei is the highly anticipated action-adventure game developed by Sucker Punch, announced as a sequel to the acclaimed Ghost of Tsushima. The new narrative features a protagonist named Atsu, who embarks on a journey through the lands around Mount Yōtei. Although the game does not directly follow Jin Sakai's story, the spirit and aesthetics of the samurai continue to be a fundamental part of the experience. The game promises to maintain the fluid and stylized combat system that characterizes the series, allowing players to use martial arts-inspired fighting techniques.
Don't worry about me! Just you're here!
Faith of Danschant, Hereafter, is a new action RPG and the sequel to Faith of Danschant, released in 2017, promising an experience rich in elements of Chinese mythology, martial arts, and stunning visuals, using Unreal Engine 5 and ray tracing technology. Although the game is set in China, the influence of samurai culture is evident, especially in the combat mechanics. Honor, discipline, and mastery of weapons are shared values between both cultures. The sword is one of the main weapons in the game, and the combat mechanics are designed to offer an authentic combat experience. Phantom Blade Zero is an action game that stands out for its samurai-themed setting and martial arts elements. The game is described as a mix of Souls-like with agile gameplay, although the director has emphasized that it is not a Souls-like at its core, but incorporates some elements of that genre. The gameplay is inspired by titles like Metal Gear Rising and Ninja Gaiden, promising dynamic combat. The game's narrative revolves around a samurai marked for death, suggesting a deep and emotional story, typical of many games that explore samurai culture. Project the Perceiver is a new RPG set in the Tianhu era of the Xuantang dynasty, promising an immersive experience in an open world, combining fantasy elements with a rich historical setting. The game is notable for its sword combat system, often compared to titles like Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, and Ghost of Tsushima. Players can expect a dynamic and challenging fighting style, where skill and strategy are key. The combat is described as intense, with an emphasis on fluid movements and sword techniques that reflect the aesthetics and philosophy of samurai warriors.
4年，人在，则唐不灭。
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling.
Ronin Samurai Redemption is a new action RPG set in feudal Japan, promising an engaging narrative where players take on the role of samurai on a mission of revenge and redemption. At the heart of the story, 3 samurai become Ronin after the death of their master, who was unjustly accused and forced to commit seppuku, a form of suicide in feudal Japan. Instead of accepting this tragic fate, the samurai swear to avenge their master's death and restore his honor. The game focuses on action and narrative, where the samurai face demons and other supernatural creatures.
I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm...
Tale of Ronin is an RPG that stands out for its unique approach to samurai life, focusing on the human side and emotional complexities of these warriors. The game allows players to live as a Ronin, a samurai without a master, in a dynamic world full of conflicts and moral decisions. The game not only portrays action and combat, but also explores themes like honor, loyalty, and the search for purpose, which are fundamental in samurai culture. This allows for a deeper connection with the characters and their stories. The Spirit of the Samurai is a 2D action-adventure game that uses stop-motion animations. The game is set in a village in danger, where a samurai is revived to face an army of Oni and undead warriors. Players will have the opportunity to explore a world rich in Japanese culture, facing monsters and challenges while defending their home. The gameplay combines elements of Metroidvania, allowing players to explore different areas and acquire skills throughout the game. The game stands out for its beautiful stop-motion graphics, setting it apart in a highly competitive genre.
If you expect to wake up from this nightmare,
WUCHANG Fallen Feathers is a Souls-like style action RPG. The game is set in a turbulent historical period where warring factions fight for control and an unknown disease turns people into monsters. As a Souls-like title, the game emphasizes challenging and strategic combat, similar to games like Dark Souls. Although the game focuses on Chinese culture, elements of combat reminiscent of the aesthetics and philosophy of samurai can be incorporated, especially in how characters face off in battles. Well, that was the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and see you next time.